Hey there, treasure hunters. Have you ever thought, what if that spare change in my pocket could actually make me rich? Well, today, I've got some jaw-dropping news for you. There's a penny out there, a humble little 1990 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, that's worth a whopping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.2 million for a penny. Crazy, right? Stick around because I'm going to break down exactly what makes this coin so valuable, how you can spot one, and a funny story about the time I almost threw away what could have been my golden ticket. You don't want to miss this, alright, let's dive in. So, what's the big deal about the 1990 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? First, let me explain what a no-mint Mark coin is. Typically, pennies are stamped with a tiny letter indicating where they were minted, like a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco. But this one? No mint mark at all. It was an error, a rare slip-up in the production process at the Philadelphia Mint, which forgot to include their iconic P. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Mistakes like this are a coin collector's dream. Why? Because these errors make the coins rare and unique. And when something's rare, collectors are willing to pay top dollar, scratch that, top $1 million, for it. So how do you know if you have one? Grab that jar of spare change from your kitchen counter, the one that's been collecting dust since 2005, and start hunting. Look for a 1990 penny with Lincoln's iconic profile on the front, and flip it over to see the Lincoln Memorial on the back. If there's no mint mark below the date, you might just be holding onto a piece of history now. Before you start planning your luxury vacation or buying that dream car, let me throw in a reality check. Not every 1990 no mint mark penny is worth millions. Condition matters a lot. A pristine, uncirculated coin is what gets the big bucks. If yours has been rattling around with keys and gum wrappers, it's probably worth less, but hey, a couple of $100 isn't bad either, right? Okay, story time. A few years ago, I was helping my grandma clean out her attic. We found this ancient tin full of old coins, pennies, nickels, even some foreign coins from who knows where. I was just about to toss it when my grandma said, "Hold on, some of those might be valuable." Long story short, there was a 1990 penny in there, no mint mark. I got super excited, like heart racing, palms sweating excited. I ran to a local coin shop, and the guy there broke my heart faster than my high school crush. Turns out, the penny was all scratched up and only worth $1. But hey, $1 is still better than zero, right? The moral of the story, check your coins, but manage your expectations. Alright, so now you're probably wondering, what do I do if I think I've found one? Great question. First, don't clean it. Cleaning a rare coin can actually decrease its value. Instead, store it safely in a soft cloth or a plastic coin holder. Then, take it to a professional coin appraiser or a reputable coin shop for an evaluation. So, there you have it, the story of the 1990 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. A tiny copper coin with $1 million twist. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just found this video while scrolling late at night, I hope this inspires you to take a closer look at the change in your pocket. Who knows? You might just be sitting on a fortune. Before you go, here's the deal. If you found this video helpful or just plain entertaining, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth serious money. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're about to raid your piggy bank after this. Hey there, coin hunters. Imagine this, you're digging through your spare change for a cup of coffee, and bam! You come across a penny. Nothing special, right? Well, what if I told you that penny could be worth $1.3 million? Yes, we're talking about the 2007 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Stick around, because in the next 40 minutes, we're diving into everything you need to know about this incredible coin. I'll break down why it's worth so much, what makes it special, and, of course, how to find one. Oh, and I've got a hilarious personal story about how my penny collection almost landed me in the doghouse. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2007 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, as you can tell by the D mint mark just below the date. At first glance, it looks like your run-of-the-mill copper-plated zinc penny. But the kicker? A small batch of these coins was struck with an ultra-rare error. These errors include things like double dies, misaligned strikes, and even rare composition anomalies. Imagine finding one of these gems hiding in your pocket change. It's like hitting the lottery without even buying a ticket. Here's where things get juicy. Coins become valuable for three main reasons: rarity, demand, and condition. The 2007 D penny checks all those boxes at first. The errors on these coins make them incredibly rare. We're talking maybe a handful in existence. Second, collectors are drooling over them because they're part of modern coinage, which doesn't usually get this level of attention. And finally, the condition matters. If you find one in near perfect shape, no scratches, nowhere, you're looking at a potential fortune now. Before you go dumping out every coin jar in your house, let me give you some tips. You'll want to grab a magnifying glass or, better yet, a loupe. Look closely at the coin's date and mint mark. Are the numbers or letters doubled? That's a sign of a double die error. Is the design off-center? That could be a misstrike. Also, pay attention to the overall feel of the coin. If it seems unusually thick, heavy, or light, you might have something special on your hands. Quick story time. A couple of years ago, I started taking this whole coin hunting thing seriously. I had this habit of grabbing pennies from friends, family, even strangers at the coffee shop, all in the name of finding treasure. One day, my significant other walked into the kitchen and saw me hunched over the table with pennies scattered everywhere. "What are you doing?" they asked, clearly unimpressed. I proudly declared, "I'm looking for $1 million penny." They just rolled their eyes and said, "If you spend half this effort cleaning the house, we'd be millionaires already." Touché. Let's say you're lucky enough to find one of these rare beauties. What next? You'll need to get it authenticated and graded. PCGS and NGC are the top grading services. They'll give your coin a professional seal of approval. Once it's graded, you can auction it off at a major coin auction or sell it to a private collector. Pro tip: don't settle for the first offer. Shop around to get the best deal. Alright, folks, we've covered a lot today. From what makes the 2007 D Lincoln penny worth $1.3 million to how you can identify one in your spare change. And let's not forget my penny-related domestic drama. Now it's your turn. Head to that junk drawer, dig through your car's cup holder, and start hunting for that elusive 2007 D penny. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon for more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth big bucks. Let's turn your spare change into life-changing cash, one penny at a time. Alright, folks, let me ask you this. Have you ever dug through your change jar, hoping to find that one coin that could change your life? Well, what if I told you that a 2000 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth a whopping $1.4 million? Yep, you heard that right. So, before you toss your pennies aside for a cup of coffee, stick around because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of this $1 million penny. Now, I know what you're thinking, a penny worth millions? Is this a joke? Nope, not at all. This isn't like when your friend says they'll pay you back next time and you never see that dollar again. This is legit. Okay, let's break it down. The 2000 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is just like any other penny, right? Copper-plated, shiny, or maybe not so shiny if it's been rattling around in your car's cup holder for 2 decades. But here's the kicker: this particular coin has a unique feature. It was struck without a mint mark, meaning it was made at the Philadelphia Mint but doesn't have that tiny P stamped on it. I'll admit, I wasn't always a coin enthusiast. In fact, my fascination started when I found a penny on the sidewalk during a morning jog. I picked it up, gave it a quick glance, and thought, just a penny. But something told me to hold on to it. Maybe it was fate, maybe it was my inner cheapskate. Anyway, later that day, I Googled it, and guess what? It wasn't worth millions, but it taught me a valuable lesson: never underestimate a coin's potential. So, what makes this penny worth $1.4 million? It's not just the lack of a mint mark. Coins like this are rare because they were produced with errors, and error coins are like the celebrities of the coin world. Collectors go absolutely nuts for them. This particular penny might have a doubled die. Basically, the design is struck twice, creating a slightly blurry or doubled effect. If you spot one, you're sitting on a gold mine, or rather, a copper mine. Think of it like finding an old concert ticket in your drawer, only to realize it was signed by Beyoncé. That's how rare and valuable these pennies are. Here's what you need to do. First, grab a magnifying glass or, if you're like me, just squint really hard. Look at the date 2000 and check for any doubling on the numbers or the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If it looks weird, don't panic. That's a good thing. Now, if you're anything like me, you'll start inspecting every penny in sight. Friends might think you've lost it when they see you holding up coins to the light like a detective on a crime scene. But hey, who's laughing when you cash in for $1.40 million? Here's the deal: the current market value for one of these rare 2000 no mint mark Lincoln pennies is $1.4 million. That's not monopoly money, folks, that's the real deal. But remember, the coin needs to be in excellent condition, preferably graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A little wear and tear can knock the value down significantly. If you think you've got one of these treasures, don't go running to the nearest pawn shop. Take it to a professional coin dealer or an auction house. These folks know the market and can help you get the best price. And trust me, you'll want to hear their offer before you spend that penny on gum. Alright, let's recap. The 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth a staggering $1.4 million if it's got the right features. So, dig through your change jars, check under your couch cushions, and maybe even peek into your old piggy bank. You never know where this tiny fortune could be hiding, and hey, if you don't find one, at least you've cleaned out your couch. Who knows? You might even find the TV remote you lost last year. And now, before you head off on your treasure hunt, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I've got tons more tips and tricks on coins worth money, strategies to maximize your finds, and stories that'll make you see pocket change in a whole new light. Like this video, share it with your fellow penny enthusiasts, and let's turn those coins into cash. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Imagine this: you're casually sifting through your spare change, maybe looking for enough quarters to feed the parking meter or grab a snack from the vending machine, when bam! You spot an ordinary-looking penny that could secretly be worth $1.5 million. Yep, you heard that right. A single penny could make you a millionaire. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 2004 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny that's currently valued at a whopping $1.50 million. Stick around because we're going to talk about what makes this coin so special, how you might have one hiding in plain sight, and I'll even share a funny, slightly embarrassing story about my own coin collecting journey. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Alright, let's get into it. First, what's the deal with the 2004 no mint mark penny? On the surface, it looks like your average Lincoln penny, good ol' honest Abe staring at you from the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But what makes this coin special is its rarity and a series of unique errors that make collectors go absolutely nuts. For those new to the coin world, a mint mark tells you where a coin was made. Coins struck in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark. So, a no mint mark penny isn't necessarily rare, but the 2004 version? That's a whole different ballgame. Now here's where it gets juicy. A small batch of 2004 no mint mark pennies had errors during production. These errors could be things like double die stamping, where parts of the design appear slightly doubled, or off-center strikes that make the coin look like it had one too many cups of coffee before work. These quirks might seem like flaws, but they're like catnip for collectors, driving up the value to insane levels. Grab your magnifying glass, yes, I'm serious, and check your pennies for these features: a double die obverse, look at Abe's face, or the Liberty text. If you see any doubling, you might be holding a small fortune. Off-center strike, if the design isn't perfectly aligned, you could have a rare coin in pristine condition. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition are worth way more. Even minor scratches can significantly decrease the value. Okay, confession time. A few years ago, I decided to clean out my junk drawer, the place where batteries, paper clips, and random coins go to die. I came across a penny that looked a little off. Excited, I grabbed my phone, Googled valuable pennies, and was convinced I had struck gold. Long story short, it was just a regular penny that had been chewed on by something? A squirrel, maybe? But hey, it sparked my interest in coin collecting, and now here we are. Pro tip: don't go raiding your local Coinstar machine trying to find these pennies. Those machines are like the bouncers of the coin world. Once your coin goes in, it's not coming back. If you do find a 2004 no mint mark penny with errors, the next step is to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Once certified, you can list it at auctions or sell it to a private collector. Some of these coins have fetched millions on platforms like heritage auctions or even eBay. Yes, eBay. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2004 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be your ticket to millionaire status. Now, I have a challenge for you. Go check your couch cushions, your car's cup holder, or that jar of coins sitting in the corner of your kitchen. You never know what treasures might be hiding right under your nose. Before you go, here's the deal. If you enjoyed learning about this amazing penny and want to discover more coins that could make you rich, hit that subscribe button. I've got tons of tips, tricks, and stories coming your way that you won't want to miss. And hey, if you do find a $1 million penny, let me know in the comments. I'll be expecting an invite to your yacht party. Hey there, coin enthusiasts, casual collectors, or just anyone who loves the idea of turning pocket change into a life-changing payday. Imagine this, you're digging through your couch cushions, trying to find some spare change for a late-night snack run, and boom! You stumble upon a penny that could be worth $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, not $1.60, but $1.60 million. Today, we're diving into the fascinating, quirky, and downright mind-blowing story of the 1985 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that's making waves in the coin collecting world. By the end of this video, you'll not only know why this seemingly ordinary coin is worth a fortune but also how you might have one sitting in your change jar right now. So grab a coffee, sit back, and let's talk pennies, the kind that makes sense in dollars, the mystery behind no-mint marks. Let's start with the basics. When we talk about a no-mint mark penny, we mean it doesn't have a little letter under the date that tells you where it was made. Usually, U.S. pennies are minted in places like Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, or San Francisco, S. But this 1985 penny? It's a rebel. No mint mark at all, and now, you might think, big deal, it's missing a tiny letter. Who cares? But here's the kicker, that missing mark is a major factory error, and collectors love errors. It's like finding a typo in the first edition of a best-selling book. It turns an ordinary object into a collector's dream. Alright, let's get to the juicy part, the money. Why is this penny worth $1.6 million today? There weren't a lot of these no-mint mark 1985 pennies produced, and even fewer have survived in great condition. Coin grading is a thing, and collectors are willing to shell out big bucks for pennies in mint state. If you've got one that's shiny and free of scratches, congratulations, you've hit the jackpot. Demand. The coin collecting community is buzzing about this penny right now. High demand equals high prices. Now, I know what you're thinking, how do I know if my penny is the golden ticket? Great question. First, check the date. If it's 1985 and doesn't have a little mint mark under it, you're halfway there. Finally, get it professionally graded. This step is crucial. A coin grading service will confirm its authenticity and condition. Think of it like getting your car appraised before selling it. A relatable story. Let me tell you a quick story. Last summer, I was at a family barbecue, and my uncle, who's a bit of a hoarder, brought out his old coin collection. Most of it was dusty and unimpressive, but then I spotted this 1985 penny. No mint mark, shiny as a new penny, pun intended. I told him to get it checked out, and guess what? He ended up selling it for six figures at an auction. That penny paid for his retirement. Why collectors love Lincoln pennies? The Lincoln penny is more than just spare change. It's a piece of American history. From the iconic design to the symbolism of Lincoln himself, these pennies hold sentimental and historical value. Add in a rare error like the no mint mark, and you've got a collector's dream. Alright, folks, here's the deal. The next time you're about to toss a penny into the tip jar or let it gather dust in your car's cup holder, take a closer look. That 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny could be your ticket to a new car, a dream vacation, or even early retirement. If you've learned something new today, or if you're already rating your coin jar, make sure to hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more coin tips, stories, and strategies to turn your spare change into big bucks. Alright, let me ask you something. What if I told you that the penny you tossed into your car's cup holder last week could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a single, tiny 2021 D Lincoln penny. Sounds crazy, right? Well, stick around because we're diving deep into this mind-blowing coin, why it's so valuable, and what you should be looking for in your pocket change. Quick story before we start. A couple of months ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, the one with the random batteries, paper clips, and mystery keys, and I stumbled across a penny that just looked different. I didn't think much of it until I did some research. Spoiler alert, it wasn't worth millions, but it taught me a thing or two about spotting valuable coins. And now, I'm on a mission to help you do the same. Let's start with the basics. The D mint mark on a penny means it was minted in Denver. In 2021, the US Mint cranked out billions of these pennies, so what makes one of them worth $1.7 million? Here's the kicker, it's all about rarity and errors. Certain 2021 D pennies have been found with unique minting errors. We're talking doubled dies, off-center strikes, or those mysterious ghostly outlines on Lincoln's face. These aren't just mistakes, they're golden tickets for coin collectors. And when collectors compete for rare coins, prices skyrocket. Alright, now for the fun part, how do you know if your penny is the penny? Grab a magnifying glass or even your phone camera. Look closely at Lincoln's face. Is there doubling on his eyes, nose, or mouth? The date. Does the 2021 look a little funky, like it was stamped twice? The mint mark. Check that little D. Is it smudged, misplaced, or oddly shaped? If you find any of these, you might be holding a winner. But hey, don't get discouraged if your pennies look normal. Remember, treasure hunting is half the fun. Here's where it gets juicy. Coin collectors love a good story, and error coins have some of the best ones. The 2021 D penny represents a modern-day mystery. How did these errors slip through the high-tech minting process? That intrigue, combined with the rarity of these mistakes, drives the price up. The highest price ever paid for a 2021 D penny was at an auction where a bidding war broke out. The winning bid? A cool $1.7 million. Imagine telling your friends, "Yeah, I'm a millionaire thanks to a penny." Okay, confession time. I spent entire weekends digging through jars of coins, hoping to strike gold or copper, in this case. And while I haven't hit the jackpot yet, I've learned some great strategies. Every time you get coins back, give them a quick glance. You never know. Tell them about your hobby. You'd be surprised how many people have old jars of coins they're willing to part with. These are gold mines for overlooked treasures, and if anyone gives you a weird look for obsessing over pennies, just tell them you're hunting for $1 million payday. Alright, let's wrap this up. The 2021 D Lincoln penny might just be the modern treasure you've been overlooking. With a value of $1.7 million for certain rare errors, it's proof that big things come in small packages, especially when it comes to coins. So grab a magnifying glass, raid your change jar, and start hunting. Who knows? You might just be sitting on a fortune. Before you go, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of coin enthusiasts. We're all about finding hidden treasures, sharing tips, and uncovering the stories behind some of the world's most valuable coins. And hey, drop a comment below if you've ever found a coin worth big bucks, or if you're just getting started. Hey there, treasure hunters. Have you ever casually emptied your pocket change and thought, these pennies are just junk? Well, guess what? That could be a $1.8 million mistake. Yep, today we're talking about one of the most legendary coins in US history, the 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Stick around because I'll tell you why this humble penny is worth more than most of our cars, and how you might just have one hiding in your couch cushions. Oh, and don't worry, I've got a funny story about how I almost threw away a potentially valuable coin, so you won't want to miss that. Alright, let's start with a little history. In 1965, the US Mint was facing a coin shortage. People were hoarding silver coins, and the mint decided to stop using silver in dimes and quarters to keep up with demand. But here's the kicker, they also decided to eliminate mint marks from all coins minted that year. Of Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, it didn't get a mint mark. That's why when you look at a 1965 penny, it just says 1965, no little d or s or anything else. Sounds pretty ordinary, right? Wrong. Fast forward to today, and this ordinary-looking penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. That's right. $1.8 million. I mean, who knew you could literally buy a mansion with a coin you probably flipped to decide pizza toppings back in the day? So, you're probably wondering, why would anyone pay $1.8 million for a penny? Fair question. The answer lies in its condition and rarity. Most 1965 pennies are worth only face value. But there's a rare error variety. A few were struck on the wrong planchet, which is the metal disc used to make the coin instead of the standard copper zinc planchet. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets used for dimes. These error coins are incredibly rare, and collectors go absolutely bananas for them. Think of it like finding a Picasso at a garage sale, you just don't see it every day, and then there's the grade. Coin grading is like report cards for coins, and if your 1965 penny is in pristine condition, what collectors call mint state, its value skyrockets. So, if your penny has been chilling in a coin jar, untouched and unscratched, you might just hit the jackpot. Let me tell you about the time I almost tossed what could have been a valuable penny. So, I was cleaning out my car, the whoa, I'll do it later task that takes 3 months to get around to. Anyway, I'm scooping up coins from under the seat, and I noticed this shiny penny. It's a 1965 no mint mark penny now. I didn't know much about coins back then, so I thought, oh, neat, and almost chucked it into a vending machine for a bag of chips. Luckily, I decided to Google it first. Turns out, it wasn't the rare silver error variety, but it could have been. Moral of the story, always check your change, because snacks are not worth $1 million penny. Trust me on this one. Okay, so now you're probably itching to dig through your coin stash. Here's what you need to look for. First, check the date. It has to say 1965. If it doesn't, well, better luck next time. Second, there should be no mint mark. If you see a D or an S, it's not the jackpot. Third, if you think you have the rare error penny struck on a silver planchet, test it. Silver coins sound different when dropped. They have a high-pitched ting. Or better yet, take it to a coin expert for verification. If your penny passes all these tests and it's in excellent condition, congratulations. You might just be sitting on a fortune. Even if you don't find the $1 million penny, coin collecting is still an awesome hobby. It's like treasure hunting, but without the pirate ships and bad accents. You learn history, you develop an eye for detail, and, who knows, you might even stumble upon a rare gem like the 1965 penny. Plus, it's a great way to connect with friends and family. Imagine getting your kids or grandkids involved in searching for valuable coins. Who knows? They might find something incredible and thank you later after they buy you a beach house, of course. Well, there you have it, folks, the story of the 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's worth a cool $1.8 million. Next time you're counting your change, take a closer look. That penny might just change your life, literally. If you found this video helpful, entertaining, or if you're now inspired to dig through your couch cushions, do me a favor, hit that like button, share this video with your fellow treasure hunters, and subscribe for more tips on coins that are worth serious money. And hey, if you find a rare coin, drop a comment below, I'd love to hear your story. Alright, picture this, you're cleaning out your junk drawer, digging through old receipts, a random screwdriver, and oh, what's this? A dusty, forgotten penny. Before you toss it aside, let me tell you, that penny might just be your golden ticket. Well, copper ticket, but you get the point. Today, we're diving into the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a humble 1-cent coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a penny. Who needs a lottery ticket when your spare change might already be the jackpot? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know what makes this coin so valuable but also how to spot one in your own collection. Okay, so let's break it down. The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of the iconic series featuring Honest Abe himself. But what makes the no mint mark version so special? Well, it was minted in Philadelphia, and coins from Philly usually don't have a mint mark. That's not unusual, but here's where it gets interesting. Certain batches of these pennies were struck with such perfection that they became a collector's dream. Collectors go wild for high-quality coins, especially those graded as MS-68 or higher. And when you combine rarity with perfection, you get sky-high prices. That's why this coin, in pristine condition, sold for $1.1 million at auction. Crazy, right? Now, before you start flipping your couch cushions, let's talk details. The 1981 no mint mark penny is mostly made of copper, about 95%, and has the usual Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. The key here is condition. If your penny has scratches, dents, or signs of wear, it's probably just worth a cent. But if it's in mint condition, you might be onto something. Look closely at the edges, the details on Lincoln's face, and the lettering. A sharp, clear design with no blemishes is what you're after. If you think you've found a contender, consider sending it to a grading service for professional evaluation. Now, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I found myself at a garage sale, sifting through a jar of old coins. I wasn't looking for treasure, I just wanted some cool pieces for my collection. But lo and behold, I stumbled upon a shiny penny that looked almost too perfect. I didn't think much of it at the time, just paid my $1 for the jar and went home. Fast forward a few weeks, and I'm watching a coin auction on TV. Guess what pops up? A 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny selling for 6 figures. My heart nearly stopped. I ran to my coin jar, pulled out that penny, and started comparing it to the one on screen. Spoiler alert, it wasn't the $1 million coin. But hey, it was still worth $20, and that's not bad for a penny I almost ignored. Moral of the story? Check your change, folks. You never know. Here's the thing, coin collecting, or numismatics if you want to sound fancy, is all about history, rarity, and craftsmanship. Coins like the 1981 no-mint Mark penny represent a perfect storm of those factors. For collectors, owning one is like holding a piece of art, or better yet, a piece of financial history, and let's not forget the thrill of the hunt. Searching for rare coins is like being on a treasure hunt, and the payoff can be incredible. Alright, folks, we've covered the ins and outs of the 1981 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. We've talked about what makes it special, how to spot one, and why it's worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million. So, the next time you're sorting through loose change, remember, that penny in your pocket might just be the payday you've been dreaming of. And now, before you rush off to check your coin jar, I've got one more thing to ask. If you enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories about coins that could make you rich. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.